For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in high levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you'll surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Cass & Co Stadium here. Para Hills Knights home for this men's RA NPL match between the host side, Para Hills Knights, and their visitors, FK Beograd. I'm your host, David Grant. I'll be taking you through the next 90 minutes of football. And as the officials and teams line up in the players' race, I'll take you through the lineups. The home side first. Para Hills Knights, number 3, Jackson Merritt. Number 4, their captain, Mark Ulai. Number 5, Shiko Siani. Number 6, Damien Conte. 7 is Marco Guerrera. 10 is Chante Mayol. 17 is Samuel Adejo. 19 is Yuto Nishi. 20 is Thomas Ayamotso. 22, Kyle Marley McFall. And 31, the goalkeeper, Lachlan Fusco. On the bench, Caleb Robinson, Aaron Zada, Anan Amidzic, Oluf Wafemi Adejo, Lansana Smith and Raj Chahal. And FK Beograd, they line up as follows. Number 1, their goalkeeper Alexander Woodlands. Number 2, their captain Massimo Falco. Then number 5, Cooper Nunn. 7, Lorenzo Baselli. 8, Jason Constantopoulos. Number 9, Abu Bakari Hussein. 14, Daniel Atkinson. 15, Ethan Harrington. 17, Brandon Centofante. 22 is Floribert Niankuru. 23, Marcus Orchard. And on their bench, Jordan Lean, Joni Natsiopoulos, Alex Rusmir, Zach Kosic, Christos Stamatolopoulos and Peter Palasis. Para Hills Knights, of course, sitting bottom of the table. Just the 1 point from a 1-1 draw, that is, against West Adelaide a number of weeks ago now. 12 losses and a goal difference of minus 48. Just the 1 league point. But for FK Beograd, they sit 6th. They've had 13 games, won 5, drawn 3 and lost 5. Positive goal difference of 4. They're on 18 points. A win today, and if results elsewhere go their way, can take them from 6th up to 5th, but no higher than that. Referee in the middle is Curtis Wordsworth, and he's assisted by Mon Badkur Kadka and Joshua Britvek. These two did meet back in round 3 of this year. That was a 5-0 win for FK Beograd at their home ground, Frank Mitchell Park. Marco Toriani, Lorenzo Baselli, Daniel Atkinson scored a goal each, and Jason Constantopoulos got a brace. In 2025, there were 2 away wins. Para Hills Knights winning 3-2 away at FK Beograd, and FK Beograd winning 4-2 away here at Para Hills Knights. Para Hills Knights have obviously played the 13, no wins and 1 draw, as I mentioned before. That was in round 9, and Mark Ulai scored in their 1-1 draw with West Adelaide. They only have 4 goal scorers this year, and they only have 6 league goals. FK Beograd come in mixed form as well. They've had 2 wins in their last 5, and they come into this in the back of 2 losses, both 2-1 defeats against Metro Stars and Sturt. Curtis Wordsworth's prepared to get us underway. Lorenzo Baselli, the number 7, who has a birthday tomorrow, I believe, will get us started. And we are underway here in Adelaide's North. Baselli goes all the way back to Cooper Nunn, and he'll go forward with his left foot. Atkinson's underneath that one, but Dejo eventually wins it for Para Hills Knights, plays it forward. Harrington, he chips forward. Baselli picks up, plays it out wide. Cross comes in from Atkinson. For Bertini and Kuru, plays it back to Centofante. Now Marcus Orchard, and he goes back to Cooper Nunn. These two have played 51 times in total in the top flight since both clubs were formed. Para Hills Knights 1964 and FK Beograd a bit older, 1949. Para Hills Knights have won 16 of those ties. They'll be seeking to get something here, if it only means rescuing some pride from this season. Marley McFall goes long. Harrington's going to collect that. That comes off Marco Guerrera. And it's an FK Beograd throw. Massimo Falco takes it, goes down the line. It's met by Dejo. Hussein linking nicely with Atkinson, but realised there for the ball now. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Lachlan Fusco, and he clears. Well won there by Harrington. And Marcus Orchard, the number 23, emerges with it on that far side. Here's Harrington. That's Falco, tracked by Guerrera, who has a nibble and another nibble, and the second nibble is judged to be a free kick for Albert Niankuru. Takes that one. It is a very soft ground today. We've had quite a bit of rain here in Adelaide over the last 24 hours. Cooper Nunn finds Niankuru, and he in turn finds Mas Falco, and he plays it forward. He's looking for Hussein. It's intercepted well by Marley McFall, but Atkinson has it in a sprint to the byline, gets his cross in low into the middle. Dejo receives the ball from Siani. Guerrera succeeds only in giving possession away, and FK Beograd have it. Here's Falco now. Abu Bakari Hussein. Falco's cross into the middle is deflected off the boot of Adejo and falls tamely into the goalkeeper's hands. Fusco has it. Falco brings that one down. There is another game being played in the men's RA NPL this afternoon at Regency Park. Croydon are hosting Playford City. 33 minutes gone there. It is 1-1. They kicked off at 2:30, half an hour before us, and we'll keep you updated with the score there. There are a couple of games later on today. Metro Stars are hosting Sturt at 5:15 as this ball goes through. Fusco's there though, he collects. And Adelaide United's youth team host Adelaide City at Service FM at 7:30 p.m. So Dejo now in a sprint to the byline. He'll whip this in with his left. He does. It's low. Into the middle it goes. Chante Mayall was there for Para Hills Knights, but has only won the corner. Jason Konstantopoulos puts a bit of pressure on his opponent, but Para Hills Knights still have possession. Nearly took out three of football South Australia's finest with that clearance. Thankfully we're all safe. Mas Falco takes the throw to get us back underway. Down the line he goes. Lorenzo Baselli emerges with it. Eventually it comes out to Forbet Niankuru. He finds Marcus Orchard and they spread it out to the far side. Konstantopoulos now. Tries to get his cross in. Second attempt. It's picked up by Yuto Nishi though and cleared. Here's Orchard again. Now it's Brandon Centofanti through the middle. Falco's been left in an acre of space, feeds it through to Baselli, takes it nicely. And a penalty given there for the challenge on Lorenzo Baselli by Damien Conte. No doubt in the referee Curtis Wordsworth's mind there that that was a penalty, and he's given it. Lorenzo Baselli's taking possession of the ball. He has it under his arm and looks like he'll be the one that takes the kick. His first game back after a suspension last week for an accumulation of yellow cards. Baselli places the ball down on the deck. Has a couple of attempts at that, actually. It's probably quite sodden there at that penalty spot. Lorenzo Baselli for his 8th league goal of the season. Takes a couple of steps up and puts it almost straight down the middle and deceives his opponent, Lachlan Fusco. And FK Beograd have a 1-0 lead. That goal coming in the 7th minute. Back underway here at the Paddocks, Casson Co Stadium, home of Para Hills Knights, who have had a difficult 2026 RA NPL season. Baselli plays that one forward. He was looking for Konstantopoulos. It's going all the way through to Fusco. And he clears. Marcus Orchard now on that far side. First touch a wee bit heavy. And Knights have it. Ball into the middle. It's beyond Marco Guerrero. He won't get his head to that one, and that one will go out for a goal kick. Alexander Woodlands, FK Beograd's goalkeeper, has a rare touch. Just about 10 minutes gone here on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 for the visitors at FK Beograd. Playing in the dark blue, shooting to the goal on the right screen. 7th minute penalty converted by Lorenzo Baselli. The difference between the two sides. Thomas Ayamatsu. Shit forward, reached well by Falco. Samuel Adejo with the throw for Para Hills Knights. He finds Chante Mayall. But free kick given against Para Hills Knights. Woodlands takes the short kick out. Ethan Harrington has it now for FK Beograd. He goes long. Daniel Atkinson's there. He brings it under. Adejo has a little nibble at him, but the ball eventually makes its way to Falco, and he goes cross-field. Konstantopoulos, overlapping run from Marcus Orchard. That's a great cross back into the middle. Mark Ulai misses. Sorry, Mark Ulai clears after Hussein missed. Centofanti now brings it down for FK Beograd, finds Marcus Orchard. Konstantopoulos playing left back for a moment. Atkinson comes short to receive, 1-2 with Falco. Finds Hussein instead, but Atkinson's on a run. Solid sliding tackle there by Kyle Marley McFall. It's Adejo. Beats his opponents, but ball goes out. And it's a throw-in for FK Beograd. Falco opts to go back to Ethan Harrington. Orchard. Back to Cooper Nunn. Falco inside. Atkinson turns away from his opponent, finds a bit of space, makes his way through their half, chips forward for Konstantopoulos on his right. He goes into the middle, but that's intercepted by Yuto Nishi. Kyle Marley McFall with the throw, goes down the line. Looked like it slipped out of his hands, but no foul throw anyway. Atkinson has it. Bundled to ground by Adejo. Free kick FK Beograd, just inside the Para Hills Knights half. Cooper Nunn now. Glances back at the turf from whence he kicked the ball there. His pass didn't seem to come off in the way that he would have expected, never mind us. Para Hills Knights have it. Fusco, the goalkeeper, clears. Chante Mayol. Orchard gets there first, intercepts, goes out. Para Hills Knights throw. Jackson Merritt will take it. Throw in for Knights on the far side. Damien Conte goes to Mark Ulai. Now Kyle Marley McFall. Para Hills Knights are missing Kai Blomley today. He is out with injury. FK Beograd without Marco Toriani. He's out with suspension. Just that time of year where accumulation of cards can start to mean that some players are missing games. Baselli missed last week through suspension. Toriani this week for FK Beograd. Ethan Harrington plays it across the field, finds Brandon Centofanti, and he in turn finds Cooper Nunn. "16 minutes gone here at Casenco Stadium. Siani into the middle, was looking for Nishi. It's ended up with Guerrera. Nishi again, but closed down well by Forbert Niankuru. Playing heady tennis out there. No one can bring it down onto the deck. Free kick for FK Beograd for that challenge on Lorenzo Baselli. Cooper Nunn has taken it. Massimo Falco. Falco again, nice play inside, finds Forbert Niankuru along the deck. Abu Bakari is saying, Baselli, lovely ball to the far side. Konstantopoulos is there, but he's offside. The assistant on this near side, Mon Badkur Kadkat. Flag up early. No argument from the attacking side. Kyle Marley falling out. A couple of players slipping there, but Cooper Nunn's popped that one up into the air. That'll just miss us. Into the FK Beograd bench with that one. Marlon McFall with the throw. Down the line he goes. Shanti Mayall tries to turn Harrington. Harrington's judged to have fouled his opponent, and Para Hills Knights have a free kick. Yuto Nishi will take this free kick. Waiting for the referee's whistle. Here comes Nishi's free kicks very deep to the back post. Ulai meets it, tries to head back across the face, but succeeds only in putting it out. Woodlands. Hussein's underneath it. Wins it from Marley McFall and receives it back. Marley McFall's fouled his opponent there. No, ball's gone out. Throw in. Well done, young man. Down the line he goes. Guerrera flicks it on past Massimo Falco, but ball goes out. Throw in for FK Beograd. Falco with it. Hussein. That's picked up by Thomas Ayamatsu. And he puts it back to his goalkeeper, Fusco, who clears. Centofanti meets that though and gives him it back. Marley McFall along the deck. Kosiani, the player who puts that one out. Well played by Abu Bakari Hussein. Felt a little nudge in the back. Went to ground. Let out a little yelp and won the free kick. I'm not suggesting it wasn't a free kick, but he played it well. Falco, run by Konstantopoulos off the ball. Three Para Hills Knights players look like they're going to meet him, but Konstantopoulos wins the throw. off Samuel Adejo. Falco with the throw. Into the box it goes. Flicked on by Guerrera. Orchard tried to meet it, but Mayo got his foot there first. Neon Kuru plays that one well. Shields the ball as it goes out. Protects it. Effectively wins the throw. There's Mas Falco with the throw. He opts to go back to Ethan Harrington. And Cooper Nunn raised his hand as if to say, I don't want it just yet, but he received it nonetheless. And Abu Bakari Hussein is through on goal here on his left. And that's a fine piece of defending there by Kyle Marley McFall to deny him. Concedes the corner, but great defending. Score remains 1-0. .23 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. 1-0 for the visitors. Penalty in the 7th minute converted by Lorenzo Baselli. And FK Beograd look to try and capitalise on this opportunity here. Konstantopoulos with the corner. Swings it in. Fusco punches. Guerrera clears. Play called back though by referee Curtis Wordsworth for an earlier infringement. Mark Ulai now makes his way forward. Mayo. Oh, he was grabbed by Cooper Nunn. Easiest decision the referee will have to make all day, that free kick. Marley McFall chips forward. Thomas Ayamatsu comes back to Siani and he puts it into the middle. Met by Orchard though and cleared. Baselli flicks on. Hussein gets there. Two players down on the deck, and in fact the referee will pull it back. No advantage, and free kick for the visitors after that challenge from Shiko Siani.
Courtesy, stop the transition, and it's a dangerous foul.
Marcus Orchard now on the far side for FK Beograd. None. Woodlands clears left foot up into the sky. Baselli's underneath it. Solo is Thomas Ayamatsu, who's been impressive through this first half. Here's Ayamatsu again. Wins it and finds Siani. Now Guerrera. Final ball lacking though. It was aimed at Mayall, but well read by Cooper Nunn. And Ulai tidies up. McFall puts it forward, but FK Beograd have it again. Here's Hussein. Turns but runs into bother. Damien Conti getting his foot in there for Para Hills Knights. It's half time at Regency Park in the game between Croydon FC and Playford. It's 2-1 there for the home side. That's Croydon. 2-1 up at the interval there. Into the 28th minute here. And it is 1-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard thanks to a 7th minute penalty by Lorenzo Baselli. And that is the difference between these two sides. Here's Lachlan Fusco. He clears that one. None underneath it. Here's Harrington. Chip forward for Hussein. Nyankuru. Knights have it again. Matzo. Just getting their confidence up a little bit in the middle of the park, I think, Para Hills Knights. Maybe started the game with a little bit of a lack of belief, but they haven't had much in that final third to write home about, but just playing a bit more positively in the middle of the park. Nyankuru and Baselli, and to a lesser extent maybe Marcus Orchard, just a bit quieter than they normally would be. Woodlands. Ball forward there, Fusco's out there and he meets that. Nice flick on there by Jackson Merritt, although he's knocked his head in the process, and that might need some attention. A couple of games were played last night in the men's RA NPL, of course. 2 games as Para Hills Knights make their way forward here. Trante Mayol, overlapping run. Adejo strikes it, but unconvincing. And easily taken by Alexander Woodlands. 2 games played last night in the men's RA NPL. Campbelltown hosting West Torrens Burculla. It finished 2-1. For the visitors. An early Josh Murray goal cancelled out by 2 very late George Blackwood and Chris Christofilis goals at Steve Woodcock. And just a bit after that game started and finished as Konstantopoulos picks this one up. He's on the edge of the penalty box now, threads it through. Nyankuru's got a bit of space. Didn't get his shot in though. Dejo. Mayol, ball's popped up. He didn't mean that to happen, I don't think. And Harrington's through now on the burst. He looks up, Harrington. Couldn't play it into the middle there. A little bit of frustration creeping into the FK Beograd team. And in the other game that was played last night at Ellis Park, Adelaide Comets had a 3-2 win over West Adelaide. They were the 2 games last night. As Woodlands clears here. And in addition to the Guerrero makes his way forward. Nyankuru is back well. Pulled to ground though. Daniel Atkinson comes away with it for FK Beograd. They don't have the numbers though. And Ulai clears. The other games that will be played today, Metro Stars hosting Sturt Lions at 5:15 p.m. and Adelaide United are hosting Adelaide City at Service FM at 7:30. If you can get to these games, you should. Support local football. If you can't, they are on FSA League's YouTube channel. As Brandon Centofanti picks the ball up here for FK Beograd. He's not sure what to do with it. I don't think he's never been this far forward, but that's a nice little pass through to Atkinson. He makes his way to the byline. It's low and into the middle. Constantopoulos leaves it. Marcus Orchard with the goal at his mercy. Strikes it straight at the goalkeeper though. Kyle Marley McFall now with the throw in this near side. Abu Bakari is saying, finds Floribert and Kuru, looks to receive it back, but it's cleared again by Marley McFall. Marcus Orchard with that left foot. Cross was blocked there. Hussein, challenged by Nishi, wins the free kick. Much to the chagrin of the home bench. They've taken that free kick now. 33rd minute we're into now. Here's Marcus Orchard on the far side for FK Beograd. Makes his way down to the byline. Gets the cross in. Fusco eventually takes it at the second attempt. And some good defending again on that far side by Jackson Merritt. Shante Meriol, the lone striker up here.
Curtis, you missed the first one, mate. He's bought his shirt. He's bought his shirt every day.
Free kick for Para Hills Knights. Fair distance out. Thomas Ayamatsu is over it. He has Adejo alongside him if he wants to use him, but
Dan, close to him. Dan, hold it.
looks like he's going to have a chip into towards the back post. Guerrero was there, but it's gone out off Guerrero, and it's a goal kick. Hussein's flicked that through. Fusco had to be quick to get out there ahead of Jason Constantopoulos and clear.
Can you get on it? Be an option. Higher, good. Where's the free man, Beograd?
Woodlands ventures out beyond his penalty box. His clearance isn't convincing, and Marley McFall pushes it back forward. Chased and tracked by Marco Guerrero on that far side, but it's a throw-in for FK Beograd. Hussein's underneath that one. This is Damien Conte. Comes off Hussein. Para Hills Knights throw on the far side.
Get the line up. Chase, higher.
Conte.
Go, Chase. Yes.
Ball comes back to Para Hills Knights captain Mark Ulai. Ulai and Guerrero, the top league scorers this year for Para Hills Knights, and we're at round 14 and they've only got 2 goals each. So the challenge by Harrington, it goes out, throw in Para Hills Knights. Kyle Marley McFall with the throw in. Into the penalty box it goes. It's missed by Falco. Mayall picks it up, puts it into the middle, but Cooper Nunn clears. Trickery in the corner. FK Beograd clear, but only as far as Thomas Ayamatsu. Hussein's underneath this one. Wins that one well. Lorenzo Baselli on the burst. Marlon McFall's tracking him. So is Mark Ulai. Baselli gets his cross into the middle. Constantopoulos is there, but there quicker is Jackson Merritt, and he clears. Constantopoulos again. Into the box he goes. Solid at the back, Para Hills Knights. Being tested, but standing the test. Brandon Centofanti now finds Mas Falco. He's a fair way out, but he might have a crack here, you know. He does. And that one's well wide. Goal kick. Mark Ulai now for Para Hills Knights. Falco underneath it. Throw in goes against them, much to his disappointment. Marlon McFall goes down the line. Dedro misses for a bit. Niran Kuru picks up. Baselli plays it across the middle. Abu Bakari Hussein now with it. Niran Kuru in front of him. Tries to find him, but the chip is well read by Jackson Merritt. Here's Nunn. Hussein. Para Hills Knights coming forward in numbers. It's Shante Mayol who gets there. Goal kick is the outcome there, but well defended by Ethan Harrington to get back there and make sure that the threat was nullified. Into the 40th minute here at Cassinco Stadium, home of Para Hills Knights. And the home side are 1-0 down thanks to a 7th minute penalty converted by Lorenzo Baselli. That's the difference between the two sides. Baselli scoring his 8th league goal of the year. And here he's under the this one, flicks it forward. Atkinson picks up, Constantopoulos in the middle, so is Hussein. And he misses them both. And FK Beograd just off the pace a little bit by their own standards today. Para Hills Knights must fancy themselves here a bit today. They are a goal down, but they haven't really threatened Woodland's goal, but they're not entirely out of this. Here's Falco. Beats Adejo, finds Baselli. Receives it back. Falco's through on goal here. Stab. Oh, he's pushed it wide. Goal kick. Golden opportunity there for FK Beograd's captain to extend the lead to 2. Almost looked like a toe poke. The defender's shot. He has got 1 goal to his name in the league this year, Mas Falco. A memorable strike as well at Jack Smith Park against West Torrens-Burculla. A goal he probably still dreams about. Fine shot from distance that was, but again in that final third for FK Beograd, it breaks down. Mark Ulai clears for Para Hills Knights. That one goes out. FK Beograd throw, far side. Marcus Orchard makes his way down to take it. And Orchard's cross comes in now. Taken well by Atkinson. Has a swing and a miss. And again, Marley McFall was there to block. Falco takes the throw in at the box, flicked on by Atkinson. Comes off Marley McFall and it's a corner. Now Matzo does the gentlemanly thing and retrieves the ball for Marcus Orchard. And it is Marcus Orchard with this corner. Into the 6-yard box. This will go near post. It's met by Marley McFall. Goes out. Throw in. Orchard's taken it already. Baselli comes to meet. Jackson Merritt challenges well. Concedes the corner. A little bit of sustained pressure here as we move in to the last few minutes of this half. Into the 44th minute, corner's taken short. Jason Constantopoulos gives it back to Orchard at pace. Chips it back into the middle. Fusco had to be on his toes there. Falco was waiting. Corner again for FK Beograd. This time Jason Constantopoulos makes his way over. Take this corner as referee Curtis Wordsworth has a little chat with Samuel Adejo and Abu Bakari Hussein, who are getting fresh with each other. Hands all over each other there. Wordsworth is watching that like a hawk. Here comes the Constantopoulos corner, but 3 players go to ground. Fusco, Hussein and Adejo, I think. And Hussein is given a quiet word. And he disappears back into the goal line. And Constantopoulos will take the corner again. Here it comes to the near post, flicked on. None, I think, has got his head to it. Or Falco. Doesn't matter, it's gone in anyway, and FK Beograd have a 2-0 lead. Falco is the player they're congratulating. Must have had the last touch. Right on the break. Good time to score. And the visitors are 2-0 up. Back underway here at Castle Coast Stadium. Parahills Knights now find themselves 2-0 down. Well, they were 1-0 down. There seemed to be hope, but two 2-0 down against an FK Beograd side that, even if they are off form a little bit today, a big ask to get back into this one. Football's a funny game though, anything can happen. Free kick taken by Sigani into the middle. Woodlands had to be on his toes. Took no chances and slapped it over the top. Corner for Para Hills. Yuto Nishi with it. Into the middle that goes. Woodlands has missed it. He's actually clattered into Chanti Mayol. As the half-time whistle goes here at Casinco Stadium, FK Beograd find themselves 2-0 to the good. Goal in the 7th minute from the penalty spot by Lorenzo Baselli. And they laboured through the rest of the first half, just to the end, when Massimo Falco headed in from a corner from Jason Konstantopoulos. It is 2-0 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is half-time. Chanti Mayol is receiving treatment there for an injury right on the break, but we'll go and have ourselves a 15-minute break. Back soon.
Yo guys, you seen this? It's coming.
What do you want about?
Bro, it's actually coming.
No way!
FSA World Champs.
You guys have been asking, we listened. The FSA World Champs is coming. This school holidays, we're bringing the world stage to Adelaide. Here's the breakdown. From 11s to 17s, and everyone in between. 10 players, 1 squad. Lock them in before someone else does. Sign up, get your country, and represent your nation. Nominations are open now, but don't sleep on it, spots are limited.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build, or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability, and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
I just want to make an impact.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You could walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's going to be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Stayed on side, looking to put it across. Deflected, and it's still alive. Turns Vidmar, and Dorigo now tries to shoot. Still going. Welsh puts the ball in. And there's the goal. Who else but George Blackwood? We can't get this goal scorer wrong. He's done it 10 times.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football, and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining, and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jay Drobran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level, and with a better level there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing, a lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
zippers at top was one of Kilties all out. Hey, good luck with that. Are you good? Fantastic. One starter. One. Welcome back to Cass & Co Stadium here in Adelaide's North for the second half of this men's RA NPL match between the host side Para Hills Knights and the visitors FK Beograd. Lansana Smith will be taking the centre kick to get us back underway for the second half. He is a substitute who has come on. And Curtis Wordsworth has a glance at his watch, sets it to 45. And we are back underway. It is 2-0 for the visitors here in dark blue. They scored in the 7th minute as Lorenzo Baselli bursts forward. He's only got the goalkeeper to beat. Through on goal. Baselli makes no mistake from close range. And FK Beograd go 3-0 up as Lorenzo Baselli gets his second of the game and his 9th of this league season. Birthday boy tomorrow. He's 26 tomorrow. But he's enjoying his day today. 3-0. Just back from suspension last week. Barely had time to catch my breath after my ascent up the ladder here to the commentary suite. And a strong start by FK Beograd to the second half. Here's Lansana Smith now. Nishi. Ball eventually ends up with Marco Guerrera, but he's offside. Play is pulled back. Free kick for FK Beograd. Cooper Nunn with it. Jackson Merritt challenges his opponent there. Free kick though, ultimately, for Para Hills Knights, which they've taken through Siani. He finds Adejo on the far side. Marley McFall's in the overlapping run, but Adejo opts to go back. Atkinson's on his heels. The pass goes back to Fusco, who clears. Nyankuru brings the header down, looking for Atkinson. Fouled by Adejo though. Ethan Harrington over the ball here with his free kick. He had a glance at Marcus Orchard, who'd made some space on this left-hand side, but opted to go short instead. Ulai finds Marley McFall. Nishi picks it up now. Merritt brings it down. Crossing it, puts it up in the air. Cooper is underneath it. Brandon Centofanti. Bundled to the ground. I think by Yuto Nishi. Free kick, FK Beograd. They've taken it though. Para Hills Knights substitution is Chante Mayol. And a snapshot at goal. And Marco Guerrera's pulled one back for Para Hills Knights. Stunned silence across the park there as that one went in, but Guerrero found the space. Shot home past Woodlands for his third league goal of the season. 3-1. Atkinson in that far side now. Konstantinopoulos. Para Hills Knights are back in numbers. They've got 5 back. Ball comes into the middle. Finds Baselli. Not a bad effort by the youngster. But it's over the bar. Just confirmation on that change. Lansana Smith on. Chante Mayol off. Mayol did take that knock right on the interval. And he's not reappeared. Centofanti pops that one forward. Konstantinopoulos is chasing it, but well defended by Damien Conte and has another go here. Konstantinopoulos too quick for him though. Down the left, crosses in with the left. Atkinson meets it, pushes it just wide. And it remains 3-1. Goal kick. Lachlan Fusco with it. Centofanti clears that one up forward. Falco now for FK Beograd. Konstantinopoulos gets to this first. It's a fine challenge by Jackson Merritt to win that. Finds Marco Guerrera now. Guerrera on the right hand side. Marcus Orchard goes out to meet him. Pops it back into the middle. Gets to Ayamatsu. He's a shot. He's pushed that well wide. Thomas Ayamatsu. Been one Para Hills Knights better players today. But not on that occasion. If you have just joined us, it's 3-1 for the visitors, FK Beograd, but 2 early goals in this second half. After it was 1-1 at half time, Lorenzo Baselli opened the scoring in the 7th minute from the penalty spot. And Massimo Falco added to that right on the break, making it 2-0 for FK Beograd at half time. They went 3-0 up shortly after the restart through Lorenzo Baselli with the ball now. For Marco Guerrera, pulled one back for FK Beograd, but Lorenzo Baselli has put Daniel Atkinson through here now. Konstantinopoulos in the middle, so is Hussein. But Marley McFall is back there defending tremendously. Still FK Beograd have it, into the middle it goes, and it's an own goal. And FK Beograd now 4-1 up. We've had 3 goals in the space of 5 minutes at the start of this second half. Konstantinopoulos, a real threat down that right-hand side. Ball into the middle was dangerous, difficult to deal with for Para Hills Knights. Back underway here at Castle Stadium, formerly the Paddocks. Throw in on that far side now. Into the middle it goes. Adedio's underneath it, tries to flick it on. Here's Abu Bakari Hussein on this near side. Faces Jackson Merritt, who gets a toe in. Eventually, ball judged to have come off Shikosiani. And FK Beograd make a triple substitution. Commentator's nightmare. Peter Palacis, Jordan Lean, and Zach Kosich coming on. And off comes Brandon Centofanti. 2-goal scorer today, Lorenzo Baselli and Massimo Falco. 3 key players for FK Beograd coming off. And one does wonder, with a Federation Cup semi-final coming up on Wednesday night, and West Torrens-McCullough waiting in the wings for that tie, which you can buy tickets for now. If maybe the coaching staff under Adrian Deloya are just resting those key players ahead of that crucial tie, which doubles up as a qualifying final for a spot in the Australia Cup round of 32. Here's Palacis. And FK Beograd with a comfortable 4-1 lead now. Maybe feel that this game can be controlled by the youngsters that have just come on. Hussein's underneath that one. Konstantinopoulos has Kosic in front of him, but uses for Robertini and Kuru, and he in turn places it on and forward. Here's Harrington in the right, chip into the middle. Palacis turns, shoots, good stop by Fusco, although he didn't know much about it. Palacis again, Marcus Orchard now. Cooper Nunn. Across the back they go. Jordan Lean getting a nice early touch. And here's Palacis again. Jason Konstantinopoulos goes back to Cooper Nunn, who now has the captain's armband on, in the absence of Massimo Falco, who left the field just a few moments ago. Here's Marcus Orchard now. Hussein back to Orchard. Back to Cooper Nunn. Hussein, Palacis, overlapping run for Marcus Orchard, but he's quick, but he's not that quick, Mr. Palacis. He doesn't get to that one. The winner of that second semi-final on Wednesday night will face Cumberland United, who overcame Adelaide Ammonia Cobras last Wednesday in the first Federation Cup semi-final. Cumberland United, State League 1 side here, second tier in South Australia, booking their place in the Australia Cup round of 32 with that victory. Fusco clears with the right. Palacios is underneath that one. Adejo is underneath that one though. Smith, loose ball picked up by Jordan Lean, plays in his goalkeeper Alexander Woodlands. FK Beograd reset. Giving the ball away there though to Kyle Marley McFall. Still has it. He goes to ground but releases it though, Ayamotso. Adejo, cross into the middle, back post, nobody there though. And that one rolls out harmlessly to the back post, goal kick. Just a quick update around the grounds. Croydon FC are hosting Playford City. Game kicked off half an hour before this one, so they're just about at the conclusion of that one, and currently Croydon FC 4-1 up at home versus Playford. A little bit later tonight at 5:15, Metro Stars host Sturt Lions at TK Shutter Reserve, and Adelaide United host Adelaide City at 7:30 at Service FM Stadium, just down the road from this ground. Get onto Bridge Road at the back there and head south for about 10 minutes. Damien Conte plays it on to his captain, Mark Ulai. He pushes forward, Thomas Ayamatso. And they've lost it though. FK Beograd have it. Here's Zach Kosic, plays it along the deck. Jason Konstantopoulos pushed wide. As Abu Bakari Hussein in support and uses him. Now it's Marcus Orchard. Cooper Nunn. Jordan Lean. Ayamatso chased by Palacios, but releases the ball. Siani on the far side opts to go back to Marley McFall, and he chips forward. And Sana Smith is underneath this one, but Cooper Nunn gets the better of him, reads it well and comes away with it. Matsu now saw the run of Jackson Merritt in the corner of his eye, but Marcus Orchard read the through ball well and gets his head to it. Ulai now looking for Adejo, who faltered in his run there. Ball goes out on that far side off Ethan Harrington. Lean. Now it's Cooper Nunn. Finds Abu Bakari Hussein. He's got Palacios down the wing and he uses him. Mishes onto him, but Palacios does well. Here's Nuankuru. Jordan Lean. A little bit of space in that right back position now. Ethan Harrington in about 4 acres of space in the middle of the park. Chips over the top, one for Konstantopoulos to chase. Fusco's out with the diving header, but it's offside anyway. And he caught it in the final chip shot. Spectacular football by Lachlan Fusco. Goalkeeper and headerer of ball. And after all that, it was offside anyway. Kutonishi now. Ball, I think, had gone out in that far side. Ethan Harrington will take the throw in to get us back underway. In front of the shed. The adoring FK Beograd travelling support contained therein. Here's Samuel Adejo, only has 6 to beat. Palacis gets his pass away. Kosic has picked this up. They've got space on this near side. Here's Hussein for FK Beograd, the number 9. Overlapping run from Orchard. He uses them. Orchard on his left, chips into the middle. Ultimately it's behind play, but picked up by Jason Konstantinopoulos. Into the middle. Palacis. Marcus Orchard receives it back from Atkinson. Looks to cross it into the middle, but well defended there by Damien Conte. The unfortunate scorer of an own goal today, back in the 53rd minute. Just 4 minutes after Marco Guerrera had scored for Para Hills Knights. And that was just 3 minutes after Lorenzo Baselli had scored for FK Beograd. There was a flurry of early second half goals here. It is currently 4-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Lorenzo Baselli with a brace. Massimo Falco got one. And an own goal by Damien Conte. That's where FK Beograd's 4 goals have come from. Marco Guerrera scored for for Para Hills Knights. It's the FK Beograd corner. Konstantinopoulos with it. Comes right to the middle. Fusco punches unconvincingly, but it's effective enough. It clears the danger. Maybe, albeit temporarily. Atkinson wins the corner off Conte. Corner comes in left-footed, 6-yard box. Jordan Lean was there to meet it, but didn't quite make contact. Back in by Orchard with that left foot at his back post. Kosic meets it. Spectacular overhead kick attempt. Breaks to none. He's just put that one over the bar. Score remains 4-1 for the visitors. Goal kick taken, back underway. That one flicked on by Guerrera. Finds Adejo on Sana Smith's offside. Play will be pulled back. Substitutions being made by Para Hills Knights. Raj Chahal comes on. Aaron Zada comes on. And then Ahmedzich comes on. Olu Waimi Adejo comes on as well. think that's a quadruple substitution for Parrells Knights. I could be wrong, but it all happened so quickly. And in the meantime, Floribert Niankuru comes off for FK Beograd, and on comes Andoni Natsiopoulos for the visitors. Five substitutions at once. How am I supposed to manage that? Here's Cooper Nunn. At least that's a familiar face and name over the last game and a half that we've played here. Orchard underneath that one. Finds Hussein, receives it back. Orchard in towards the middle now on his less favoured right. Judged to have fouled his opponent. It's a free kick for Parrahills Knights. Natsiopoulos wins his first challenge there. 12 months back from a serious knee injury that he sustained here at this very ground in the 2025 season. Good to see their iconic leader back on the park here, and he's put a beautiful ball through there for Atkinson to chase. He'll get there first. Just pushed it a little bit too far forward, and that one goes out for a goal kick, but fine work by Andoni Natsiopoulos to set the chance up there. On the park less than 2 minutes and already having an impact. All 7'5" of him. Goal kick for Parrahills Knights. First goal with it. Met by Marley McFall. It's a chip forward there. Lansana Smith's offside. Flag up early there by Mon Badkur Kadka on this near side. Cooper Nunn. Zach Kosic picks this one up. Cooper Nunn again. Opts to go back to his goalkeeper. Woodlands, who momentarily lost it there. Nutmegged by his own player, but no danger. None. Marcus Orchard now looks up. Lovely little chip forward for Zach Kosic. It just holds up a bit, but Kosic is through and goal here. Just showed a little bit too much of it there to Mark Ulai, who's cleared the danger. Ulai's complaining that maybe it should have been offside, but matters not. The touch was too heavy anyway. It's a corner for FK Beograd. They go short. Natsiopoulos picks it up. Right footed into the mix. Lane with a header. Just wide, it plays still on. Appeals for handball, but it's cleared. Ethan Harrington Smith does. Smith has eventually picked it up. Peter Palasis for FK Beograd eventually clears, but a little bit of drama there. Marley McFall now for Parrahills Knights, plays it into the middle. 73 minutes gone now here in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is 4-1 for the visitors in dark blue. They were 2-0 up at the break. Some early goals in this second half in a flurry. Making it 4-1 now. Here's Jordan Lane for FK Beograd, giving a little bit of space to move forward through this Cass & Co pitch. Slippy underfoot. Challenge illegal. Free kick FK Beograd. Here's Ethan Harrington now. He chips forward into the middle. Hit by Damien Conte. Dejo plays it out to this near side. Jackson Merritt now. The number 3, Marcus Orchard, is tracking him. Ultimately, the cross is poor though. It goes out. Without a challenge, really.
Go, Jace, stop him. Drive him, Jace, come on. Drive it. Donnie, drive it.
Goal kick is taken short. Marcus Orchard. Constantopoulos comes short to meet, but it comes off his knee. Dejo. Throw in for Para Hills Knights. Aaron Zada with it. Madzic with that cross. It's picked up by Smith on that far side. Smith receives it back. He's offside though. Raj Shahal with that return pass. Back underway here. Cooper Nunn goes long. Hussein will chase this one. Gets to it. Zada does a decent enough job to win possession back for Para Hills Knights. Palacios now. Nobody in front of him. He's got the space. He decides to release it early. Finds Constantopoulos. Constantopoulos has Hussein. Op's going to the box himself. Weaves, winds, shoots off the bar. And it remains 4-1. And Sana Smith now. It's met by Lean. Daniel Atkinson fouled in the middle of the park. Natsiopoulos plays in Cooper Nunn. Palacios comes short and meets, but he's lost that one to Jackson Merritt. Now Marcus Orchard, he was up the line. Clever play. Rather than just clearing it, they still have the ball. Palacios wriggles free of his opponent, but no clear advantage there, and referee Curtis Wordsworth pulls play back for the free kick. Nunn goes forward, looks for Zach Kozic. He finds Konstantopoulos. Return pass isn't quite good enough. Now it's Adejo. Puts it into the middle. Met by Lean. Headed clear. Palacios again. Seems to be everywhere, that kid. He pops it forward, but Fusco will get there first. Doesn't matter, it's offside anyway. 78 minutes gone. 4-1. And in the other game played today, it's full time at Regency Park. Croydon FC 4-1 winners over the visitors, Playford City there. That concludes the third game of this round 14 in the men's RA NPL. Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA. We thank our sponsors and supporters of football here in South Australia. Lansana Smith thanks Jordan Lean for the free ball. Para Hills Knights pick it up here. No offside, but attack's broken down. Here's Andoni Natsiopoulos. Goes back to Ethan Harrington. And Harrington goes back to Lean. Jason Konstantopoulos has been picked that up, finds Kozic outside of his boot. He's looking for Atkinson. Ulai read it well though. Now it's Cooper Nunn. Kozic. Couldn't get that final ball through though. Para Hills Knights pick it up. Here's Siani. Goes back to his goalkeeper Fusco. Fusco slips. Clears. Hussein's emerged with that ball here. He'll have a shot. Fusco, good stop with his foot off balance. Hussein has another stab. It breaks to Konstantopoulos. He takes his time and he gets it right. And he makes it 5 for FK Beograd. 5-1 for the visitors. Solid victory on the cards for them now. $80 minutes on the clock there as Jason Konstantopoulos scored that one. He scored last week in their 2-1 away loss to Metro Stars, and would have been a disappointing day for them, losing the game, but did get the goal in that match. And now Daniel Atkinson is substituted. He makes his way off. And Christos Stamatolopoulos comes on for FK Beograd. It was just 2-0 for FK Beograd at the break. 7th minute penalty by Lorenzo Baselli opened the scoring. Massimo Falco added to that in the 45th minute. In the second half, FK Beograd scored through an own goal, as well as Lorenzo Baselli's second of the day. And that Konstantopoulos effort just a moment or two ago. Marco Guerrera, the goal scorer for Para Hills Knights. Zadejo clears here. There's Jackson Merritt playing in a striking role now. And Jordan Lean has a couple of nibbles at him, but Lean gets the pass away. It's well read by Marlon McFall, but Kosic has ended up with it anyway. Now it's Hussein. Options in the middle, but opts to cut back to Natsiopoulos. He gets a nice looking cross in there. Ulai clears. Here's Palacios versus Adejo. Stamatolopoulos ends up with it though for FK Beograd. Palacios again. Natsiopoulos goes back to Lean. Jordan Lean ventures forward though. Ran out of ideas as he came up against white shirts and gave the ball away really. Now it's Harrington. Chips on for Hussein. Harrington again, solid on the ball. Wins it. Finds Hussein and receives it back and gives it back. Here's Hussein now down the right hand side in front of the main stand. Now it's Natsiopoulos. Spreads it over to this side. Passes off target but kept in by Palacios. He finds Orchard. Orchard into the penalty box. On his left, cuts it back. Met and cleared though by Siani. Stamatopoulos. Orchard. Wins the corner. And towards the last 5 minutes or so now of play here. Jason Konstantopoulos plays ball boy, goes back to retrieve, take his own corner. Natsiopoulos comes short, offers himself, receives it. Gives it back to Konstantopoulos. The angles change. Konstantopoulos with a shot. It's a decent effort. Just a little bit too high. Well, Fusco, I think, probably had it covered. Into the last 5 or so minutes here at Carson Co. Stamatopoulos wins that header, finds a Dejo only, and it's ended up with Jackson Merritt. On Sana Smith now in that far side. Into the box he goes, onto his right, back on his left. Kosic wins that one. Off Ulai, Natsiopoulos has Konstantopoulos in the middle, and Stamatopoulos, but goes to ground. Antoni Natsiopoulos pleading for the foul, but nothing given. Here's the run from Zada. Switches to his left, plays it inside, finds a Dejo. Zadic again, finds Merritt in the drier part of the park, but free kick there. Good decision, I'd say. Curtis Wordsworth, the referee, had a good game today, although possibly hasn't been the most difficult game to referee, with it being somewhat one-sided. Free kick for Para Hills Knights. Jackson Merritt over it. Just a one-person wall. Peter Palacis being that individual. Merritt takes the free kick, it's low. The target was Adejo, didn't quite get his feet right though, and that one's gone out for a goal kick. Into the last 3 minutes of play here. Ball given away, picked up by Konstantopoulos, but Para Hills Knights are back in numbers. Kosic has it, tries to thread it through. Stamatopoulos is onto this, but Fusco is out and equal to the task. Collects. And Sana Smith on that far side brings the ball down nicely. Can't get the better of his opponents though, but Cooper Nunn puts it out for a corner. These school holidays get the kids together. The Football South Australia World Championships will be open to players from under 11 mixed through to under 17 mixed. 10 players, one squad. Lock them in before someone else does. Sign up, get your country, represent your nation. Find out more at footballsa.com.au. That's the Football SA World Championships. Corner for FK Beograd. Comes in, it's deep to the back post. Woodlands is underneath it, safe as houses. Grabs with two hands and dispenses. Finds Zach Kosic on this near side now. Kosic, challenged by Marley McFall. Gets the pass away, but the runner's not quick enough. And that's collected by Fusco. Fusco again. Into the last minute of regulation play here. Dejo kept it in nicely, but not good enough, and ball goes out for a throw-in for FK Beograd. Orchard would take that, but stole a few yards there. Stomatolopoulos. Nice cross-field ball, but met by Marley McFall. One over the top here. None will get there first. Ahead of Anan Abzic. Palacios is away here. Palacios still has it. Natsiopoulos pushes the ball out wide. Ethan Harrington on his right. Gets his cross in. Met by Hussein, but not directed well. And cleared by Marley McFall. Natsiopoulos again. Still going. Little trip there, but he stayed on his feet. Play pulled back. The earlier trip on Natsiopoulos. It's a free kick for FK Beograd. Into the 92nd minute here at Cass & Co Stadium. 5-1 for the visitors. And the scorer of one of those 5 goals, Jason Constantopoulos, is over this free kick. 5-man wall for Para Hills Knights. Constantopoulos takes, goes short, finds Natsiopoulos. He goes in across the face. Missed by Orchard and missed by Hussein, but it was a very quick ball. Can't be long left now. Fusco back underway. Last few minutes here. Palacios been a live wire since he came on. Finds Kosic. He tries to cross first time. It's blocked by Damien Conte. It'll be a corner. A little pause and play off the ball there, but Anthony Natsiopoulos gone to ground there, but he's back up on his feet. And it is a corner for FK Beograd. Kosic will take this corner. Whips it in. Lean looked to meet it, but didn't. And in the end, Para Hills Knights cleared, but it matters not. The game has now concluded. The referee, Curtis Wordsworth, blows his whistle for full time, and it has finished 5-1 here for FK Beograd, who will now turn their attention to the Federation Cup semi-final on Wednesday night at Service FM. Buy your tickets as soon as you can, folks. They face West Torrens-Burculla for a spot in the final of the Federation Cup and a qualifier or a qualifying final for a spot in the round of 32 of the Australia Cup. Scoring here was opened in the seventh minute by Lorenzo Baselli from the penalty spot, before Massimo Falco added a second in the 45th minute to make it 2-0 for FK Beograd at half-time. Lorenzo Baselli then scored his second of the day to make it 3-0 in the 46th minute, before Para Hills Knights pulled one back through Marco Guerrera to make it 3-1 in the 49th minute. And then, unfortunately, Damien Conte, Para Hills Knights, put the ball into his own net to make it 4-1 for Para Hills Knights, before Jason Konstantinopoulos concluded the scoring in the 80th minute, making it 5-1 for FK Beograd, and there the score stayed. Just a reminder that there are a couple more games on today. Metro Stars host Sturt Lions at 5:15 at TK Shutter Reserve, and Adelaide United host Adelaide City at 7:30 at Service FM, and that will conclude round 7 of the men's RA NPL, round 14 of the men's RA NPL in South Australia. Time for me to go. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.